Hello, good people. My name is Albanas, and once again, welcome to my channel where your belief system is challenged. The only channel where learning is vital. If you are new in the channel, consider subscribing, hit the notification button, and don't forget to leave a comment. Today, I want to talk about time because time is one of the resources we can never live without. In other words, if you want to be successful, if you want your life to be moving in the right direction, you must be able to understand about time. You realize that of all the things God gave us, it's only time which is the same. The only common thing in life is simply time. We all have same time. We come in different height, different weight, different languages, different tribes, different communities, different beliefs, but then a different religion. But we have one thing in common, and that is basically time. The billionaires, the beggars, educated, not educated, everybody we have in this particular life, every person you know, we all have one thing in common. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and no doubt, even the number of days in a year, number of days in a month, they are basically the same. So in simple words, we all have one thing in common called time. Now, it is important to talk about time because how we spend time is what makes a difference in people. It what makes people successful and others not successful. It's what makes the rich and the poor. That is the only difference between the people you see in the world or the people which exist on the globe. Now, it's not about how hardworking you are, it's how smart you work. Some people think that because you work very hard, I'm not saying that you should not work hard. Personally, I'm very hardworking. But I believe that it's not just working hard. It's working hard and although not really working hard, but smart. Working smart is more, I think that's more important than basically working hard. I usually tell people, work hard, not really hard, but smart. Because when you work smart, you are able to understand how things work, what works for you and not what does not work for you. Time is important for the sake that time, you must understand that time cannot be stopped. You can't stop time. You can't stop a day. You can't stop a month. You can't stop a year. In other words, you cannot stop time. Time has no respect for you. That because you're sleeping, it's going to sleep with you. That because you're watching a TV, it's going to join you to watch TV. Time is going to move whether you like it or not. In other words, time will be moving and has no respect for anyone in this particular world. So therefore, you must be able to know how to manage time. Now, time cannot be stopped. Is no doubt. Time is unstoppable. But you can always determine how to spend your time. And therefore, that means that despite time being unstoppable, it is controllable. You can be able to control how you spend your time. And in other words, you can be able to control the time that you have. The 24 hours, you can be able to plan for them so that you can be able to know what to do with those 24 hours. Therefore, time is controllable. Now, time being controllable, how you control that time is what determines the kind of person you're going to be in your life or in your future. Now, why do we have time? Time is there for us so that we can be able to readjust our dreams, so that we can be able to start again, so that we can be able to basically start new opportunities in life, so that we can be able to look at what we have been able to achieve during a particular time or period. So in other words, time measures our purpose in life. It is there to discourage us from denying on forever. So in other words, it's there to make us understand those things, and in other words, to give us a period in which you can be able to accomplish the things you want to accomplish in life. And that's why at one point or the other, time has the beginning and has an end. That's why we are born and then we die. We die. So when we are born, we start. When we die, that's the end. So during that particular time when we are alive, when we're given the opportunity to live, what do we do with our life? That is what is going to make you live an impact in the world or not leave any impact in this particular life. So therefore, how do you spend your time? I want to ask you at this junction, do you think that what the things you spend your time, in other words, do you think that you are spending your time effectively? And if you are, what have you been able to achieve? And if you have achieved something, do you think that's the best you can be able to achieve for yourself? Reading from books and other things, have been able to notice that actually Dr. Miles will challenge us that the highest enemy of your success is an achievement of the first success. When we achieve the first success, we think that we have achieved the best. So I'm challenging you again. Do you think you are spending your time effectively on the things which matter most? It's no doubt that most of us will spend our time doing the things which matter less, or things which don't add so much value to us. I will take an example here. If you spend your day watching a movie which is explosive, full of people killing each other, guns and whatever, we call them action movies, and someone else spends the time watching the Afro cinemas or something like that one, someone else will take your day watching love movies. Some other people will spend their time reading novels, which are, let me call them love novels. You spend all your day reading that one, 2 days, 3 days, 300, 400, 1,000 pages, just read about love. For instance, Daniel was moving down the river, then he met Mary, then he was walking slowly, and when he was walking slowly, he closed his eyes from behind, and then he romantically wanted to kiss him. You want to follow up this story, it's cool, you want to see what happens next, but then love will not help you if you're broke and poor. You need to think, you can spend that time instead reading books which are going to increase your investment, your knowledge. In other words, read about investment books, read about money, read about how to be successful, read about how to solve problems we have in the societies, because we have so much problems which need you to fix them. So therefore, you should not spend most of your time doing those things which have not adding any value to you. So therefore, today I basically feel that it is important for us to be able to readjust ourselves, to try to understand what are those things which we are doing which are not making or adding a lot of value to ourselves. Time basically is given to help us to differentiate between the present, or basically to differentiate between the past, the present, and the future. If not time, we cannot be able to know what we did when. But because of time, we are able to know that I was this kind of a person these years, I am this kind of a person this particular time, and I want to be this kind of a person after this particular time of years. Now, the funny thing about life is most of the people don't have a clear vision of what they want to be. They don't understand exactly what is that thing I have to do to be a different person, to be a different character, to influence the people, to make them know such thing as that one. So if you want to be a better person, you must stop wasting a lot of time. And I propose today, I want to talk about basically I want to propose 6 things which I believe as a person you can be able to do to become a better person. And if you do these things, you find yourself spending your time effectively, and you are going to see a progress on your path to success. You must understand that challenges are there. You're going to meet challenges whether you like it or not, because there are things you will meet which you don't expect even on your path to success. But challenges is what makes life worthwhile. Challenges don't go to animals, they came to people, and therefore we get challenges so that we can be able to emerge stronger and be ready to solve those problems tomorrow if they come. Everybody wants to feel good, no doubt. We all want to make sure that our bills are paid, we are feeling happy, and everything is just moving on smoothly. That is cool. But then we cannot always be happy. So therefore, you must be able to know how to face the challenges. And the biggest challenge of a man is when you've been knocked down. So at one point or the other, you must understand that life will always change. There are times when you're happy, there are times when you're not happy. There are times when you're going to be up, some other times you're going to be down. There are times you're going to be comfortable, some other time you're not going to be comfortable. So therefore, it's up to you to understand that these things come to make us stronger. They just come to make us a better people for tomorrow. So what are these 6 things I'm talking about which can make you a better person, which can make you to influence your life so that you're paying to be productive and being able to do the things which matter most, and stop wasting your time on the things which matter less? Number 1, you must identify what is of more value to you herself. In other words, what is the most important thing in your life? And the best can call it your purpose in life. What is that thing? What is that one thing you can be able to do it better than anybody else? When you identify your purpose in life, then number 2, make decisions. Make decisions which are in your alignment of your goals. Make decisions which make you to improve on your goals. Stop just deciding because you're supposed to decide. Make decisions which help you to better your goals. The decisions which are in alignment with that thing which you love doing. You have a purpose in life. You want to be a better artist. You want to be that artist. Yeah, you have to know how to connect with your fans. You have to know what their fans need. You must understand what they need on the ground so that when you're going to work on those particular dreams and on making decisions on the things you're supposed to do, you can be able to understand this is what I need and this is what my fans need. Remember, and I will remind you something. If you want to catch a fish, you don't think of what you want. You first think of what the fish needs. When you think of what the fish needs, you'll be able to catch the fish. But if you think of, I just want the fish, you just want the fish, and you don't think of what the fish needs, you will not catch the fish because the fish will not come for it. Because for you to catch the fish, it must come for what it needs. That is basically you produce some foods or something like that, some stuff, you dip in the water, and then they come for it. And when they come for it, you catch them. So you must be able to understand what that you need. So decide based on the things which make sense. Number 3, you must be able to review your investment. Where do you spend most of your time? Where do you invest your time? So you must be able to invest your time and energy on the things which matter most in your life. So stop just doing things because they are done. You must be able to do things because they are important to you, because they're adding value to you, because they're making you a better person, not just doing them because people are doing, or people or you love people because basically because they're your friends. Because you cannot always understand who is your friend. The only person who knows is your friend is the friend. He knows if he's your friend or he's just faking. So therefore, you must come to a point whereby you accept things the way they are and you do things the way they are. Number 4, stop impressing people. I'm saying stop impressing people. You cannot impress the whole society. Somebody told me this, and I think that's one of the strongest things you can ever understand as a person. When you try to impress everybody, you end up losing your focus and doing what is important. You should be focused to make yourself happy. You should be focused to make yourself a better person. So you can never impress the society, no matter what you do. When you do something, no matter how big it is, they will say press you to do something better than that one. Or they will ask you, why not like this? So for instance, I give you a good example here. If you have a wedding, a bigger wedding, and then the car which you use and etc., you get a big thing, a big celebration, and then you use the Prados, the Mercedes, and etc. Some people in the wedding, instead of congratulating you, they come and simply tell you, they will start talking and say that, oh, I thought you would use a limousine. If you use a limousine, some other people still will ask you, I wish I thought he is very rich, he can use an aeroplane. So in other words, you can never please society. No matter what you do, they will still ask for more. If you go get your degree, some people will still ask you, why not a master's? If you go and study this, they will ask you, why not this? So in other words, you never please the society. So stop impressing people and start impressing yourself. You must understand that not all people who laugh with you who like you. Not all people who admire what you do. Not all people tell you congratulations mean it. Others are just saying that one. That is just a way of telling you I'm jealous, but they cannot be able to express it because anyway, nobody will tell you things which are bad. And that's why you should be focused on yourself, because even your enemies will never tell you I'm your enemy because they are afraid of facing you. They are actually cowards. So basically what I'm saying is you must be able to stop impressing people, love yourself, and do what you think is best for you. Number 5, write a description for the point, or rather, write a description for the kind of person you want to be. And spend your time developing your description. Take a Bible, take a pen, take a book, and note down that thing you wish to be. What kind of a person would you like to be or to become with time? So when you write a description about yourself and then you spend your time developing that description, if you are a teacher like I am, you can sit down and say that I want to be this kind of a teacher. Don't copy everybody. Because people uses a particular style of life, then you want to be like them. It's because society believes like this, then you want to be like. You must be able to understand, number one, what you need. You must be able to understand the people you deal with. That's basically your clients. If you're in business, if you're in corporate world, whatever you're doing, just understand the people you deal with. Then from there, you'll be able to create basically what is important by basically not really compromising your principles, but basically understanding how things work, because that's the most important thing. So write a description of the kind of person you want to be, develop yourself, and then you'll be able to understand how to go for that one. Last but not the least, protect your time. Protect your time and priorities. Make sure that you understand the things which matter most to you. And therefore, you must be ready to protect your time, because they are time wasters. If you're not able to understand this particular simple scenario, you end up wasting so much time on things which don't make a lot of sense. Don't, and this is my greatest advice to you, don't let your mind float in air like a piece of paper which is blown by wind. You must be able to think constructively, become a wise person, and know how to deal with people. If you're able to know how to deal with people, you're going to find yourself doing the things which matter most to you, and basically avoid wasting so much time on things which matter less. Remember, time can be managed. Time is just like money, by the way. What you invest in, you get it. So if you invest your time well, you're going to get something productive. The same way, when we invest our money, we expect to get something great. If you don't invest your money well, you end up getting nothing. The same time, if you don't invest your time well, you're going to get nothing. And that's why most of the people, and especially the successful, will tell you that time is money. Because simply, time determines that what you want. So invest your time well, because time can always be invested. Time can be managed. It cannot be stopped, but it can be managed. It can be invested. And you have to know that time can be wasted. Just the same way you can waste money, time can be wasted. So don't waste your time. Time appreciate, just the same way money appreciates. So I want to suggest one thing here. Basically, make sure that you invest your time properly and on the things which matter most. There are two people in life. There are two kinds of people in life. There are people who make things happen, and there are people who don't know what happens. Get it right. There are people who make things happen. Are you one of them? And there are people who don't know what happens. Are you one of them? I want you to identify the kind of person you are. Which category do you lie? Are you in those people who make things happen, or you are just those people who don't know what happens? Your work is only to talk, but you never act. So you need to go for that what you believe in. And when you're going for that what you believe in, just know one thing. Not everybody is going to support your idea, but it doesn't matter. All you have to do is just go for it, because you believe you can. And if you believe you can, and nobody can stop you. Just go for it. Believe in yourself. Invest your time properly. Use it well. Time can be managed, can be developed, you can add value for your time by simply doing the things I have just suggested. The 6 things I think you can be able to do. And if you do them, you're going to see yourself become a different person. Stop investing your time on things which are not making so much sense to yourself. And I dare you to try the 6 principles I have just given you, and you become somebody who is unstoppable, just like time. Remember, time is unstoppable. And if time is unstoppable, you can also become unstoppable by doing the best you can for yourself. Go for it. You can. Are you a person who makes things happen, or a person who does not know what happens? Click on the button, subscribe. I want to know what kind of a person you are. Leave a comment. Tell me who you are. Which category do you lie? I'll be happy to understand this. See you in the next clip. Thank you for watching. Let's keep learning, because learning is always a process. And good people just look like you and me. Thank you. Bye. See you.